Super critical just to getting an edge early and trying to turn this series for maybe a first time in favor of Ultra since we were here on P1 in map 1. Kleenex on the corner. 04 gets first blood, and here comes Surge from the catwalk position, trying to work their way in to stop the progress immediately. Kleenex wins his first battle, but has so much more in front. Decent snap, but Surge, too much help nearby. Keep the A zone safe.
All the map control as well in their favor. First second does not get locked in, and Joe is going to be trapped into a corner.
Or not.
But wins the one-on-one gunfight, so you had the numbers advantage to still reinforce your way back to the middle of the map, but 04 with the Semtex evens it up. Inside and Beans, though, combined for 2, and it's still a mixy battle around mid-map.
Clock slips underneath, a minute left remaining in the fight, though. Neptune down low. What a snap that was on the inside. Beans overwhelmed, and now Surge start to make their move forward. Kleenex holding off the spawn trap as long as simply possible, but Neptune in and out just like a ghost. Finds himself his 20th elimination. He's 20 and 13, making 21 with 4 in a row. Travis McCloud has arrived. He's dominating the Great White North. But Ultra stop him in his tracks and have a chance at 30 seconds to try to get more progress done today.
That's a big 2 exit kills, but now we need to try to extend this game clock. Everyone, let's stack in towards A. Try to value your life, because here comes 04 from Top Cat. You know he's not going to shy away from a chow. Sets up Neptune for the second. You got the numbers to reinforce your way back through mid. Ultra, last push.
Kleenex just kind of finding some opportunity to stop the clock at B. But the rest of Ultra off the spawn. Working through Nasty, trying to get the extra 60 seconds. Nasty finds his opening. Vancouver a little bit slow to get back over to recontest, but here comes Neptune on the cross in, denied by Insight. Follow up from Kleenex, good. 12.6 on the clock. Lives are going to be tied. That's going to be a second tick, and Kleenex is going to try to play through vault stairs, shut down by Nasty, but the extra 60 should be earned.
Yeah, they tried to make quick transition over towards B, but at least you have been able to extend the game clock. You're just still down by 1 life, and we still cannot find trades. On to Mr. Travis McCloud. 24 and 16. He's been the deciding factor all season long between these two squads. There's only 55 seconds left to work with. Ultra gotta find an opening.
And Neptune still finessing. You have to deal with him. And finally, Beans is able to put him down. But boy, that dog can hunt. Insight now over towards B. Nasty still playing on the outside of Palms. Vancouver a little bit weary that someone had slipped through. You can see a couple of members are looking backside Art. They get the clearance. Now you've got the clock. Stop, but Nasty pops up, finds himself 1. Insight in some trouble. Nades coming through, but denied by the trophy, but he cannot slip away. 9v5, final 30 seconds. Last life for Ultra.
Ultra got to make this one perfect. You only got 30 seconds to make something. Gonna have Kleenex trying to work the OE, but Neptune wins the one-on-one versus Beans. No more respawns.
What a story it's been for Neptune. 9 and 2 to the life count. 04 puts it down to 1, and no one will survive. Vancouver, they dominated Toronto a number of times this season, but this time here at World Champs, the most definitive of 3-0 as Vancouver move on.
Ever since the addition of Mr. McCloud, the squad in purple have yet to be able to beat this squad on Vancouver's side. They have just been unreal. So far in the season, he averages a 1.3, and I think he just won up that entire 3-0. He was just simply untradeable, unnoticeable on the map, and just way too much to handle for the opposing SMGs on the other end. Vancouver are starting to rally. They finally get over that hump of beating LAT for the very first time this season, and so far they're making the most of it every match after.
It's just been one hell of a tournament. I mean, this year you could go back and you can classify the fact that we had a top 2 teams, and then there was a battle of who wanted to be the 3rd best team in this game. We wasn't sure if it was going to be Toronto. We weren't sure if it was going to be Carolina early on in the year. And then Travis comes into the mix, picked up from challengers, having one of his best years by far, and instantly turns a group of guys that, let's be honest, we're not looking at this Vancouver team on paper at the beginning of the year and saying, oh, these guys are going to be a top 4 squad. They've made it to 2 grand finals. To their credit, not able to win any maps there, but still 2 grand finals, and now you've dominated the Canadian Clash. and a chance to possibly be more than the third best team in the game here at Champs.
Yeah, it's insane, man, because when you think about this Vancouver squad, they made it to, like you said, 2 grand finals, lost to Atlanta, lost to LAT, have yet to be able to beat LAT throughout this entire season. But sometimes all you realistically need is one opportunity. They found their opportunity this past weekend to get over that hump. And now they feel like no one can beat them.
Correct.
It's got to be a good feeling there after Surge.
The 2 teams that beat them in grand finals aren't in the tournament anymore, Jay. Not sitting here trying to sell the farm to Surge, but they're buying, it looks like. 3-0 here against Toronto. Don't worry, my grandma's couch is still fine as we've got ourselves still a full slate of games, and who knows what's going to happen at this point. You don't want to go anywhere, but for us, we're going to head things down over to the stage with Blaze as we are going to have our post-game interview there. And I think the thing, too, about this, and I'm curious to see who's going to pull and what he's going to ask, is simply down to, does this team feel like they have a chance to continue what is going to be a long day today, Jay?
I don't expect them not to say no. Like you're expecting as a player, I'm going to spawn into every single series. I'm going all the way to the distance. As we take a look at the bracket again, they secure themselves in towards the top 4. That's what you are trying to do, but we know them in Miami is going to be an absolute cinema matchup. This tournament is still jaw-dropping.
That's unbelievable. I mean, legitimately, and that's going to be, interestingly enough, a rematch from when we were in winners round 1. That was a 3-1 to Miami, but it did feel like Vancouver came out flat in the search and in the control in that particular series. So who knows what happens as we get back through that rematch. Of course, we also have Boston and Optic ready, but it is Travis McLeod ready with Blaze for our post-game reaction.
Yes, sir. I got Lightning McLeod with me on the main stage. Make some noise, everybody, for the Vancouver Surge as they come out and show that they are the rural kings of the North here, all right? Now, Neptune, I got you on the main stage. This was a quick 3-0, all right, for you guys to kick off the day. Did that feel like an easy 3-0, difficult 3-0? And if so, why?
It felt like an easy 3-0. It was, besides first map was really close, but we were able to close it out, and that's all I'm happy about.
There you go. And in that first map, it was a point in which you guys got down to, it was about 202 to 179, and I believe the deciding factor was around P4. You know, what changed right there for you guys to really kind of close out that first map? Because it was a back-and-forth battle to the end.
The last P4, when we were down, we knew that all we had to do was just win that fight with them. Once I killed Bean's top P4, I knew that like we were good, and that hill is a pretty easy hill to hold. So going into P1, it's normally 50-50, and we were able to close it out.
There you go. Okay, you played phenomenal on that first map, okay? Ontario, did he play well out there? I know y'all got to show him some love. Popping off, running all over the map, but another player on your team that popped off was Nasty in map 2, dropping 14 kills to pull out that win. What you want to say about him there?
I mean, Nasty's a beast. Good shit. I'm really happy that he was able to hold us down to S&D. It's been a while since we played that map, so shout out Byron.
There you go, all right? Now, you guys got 2 more matches today to make it to Sunday, and we know how important that is. What do you want to say in here to your fans that came in here and supporting you against this tough crowd today?
I mean, thank you guys for all the support. The job's not finished, but we're going to keep this momentum going, and we're looking to win this tournament.
You heard him, the job's not finished, and they want it all, trying to make it to Sunday. Chris, take us away.
Things are heating up in Kitchener as Vancouver knocks out the home team. Toronto Ultra exits with a 6th place and $80,000 prize. It's not what they were looking for this weekend, coming in with the top 3, but I don't think anything has gone to plan.
No, Chris, it hasn't, man. I mean, there's the wrong kind of wow for Ultra for me. I mean, just deflated, I think, after a while. It seemed like after map 1, there was a lot of fights to win them. The search and destroy, a couple of big moments go against them. And then in control, broken and beaten. Of course, we'll see them a little bit later on in EWC, but until then, tough way to end the year.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights. 0-4, I expect to be in a number of them, and so will this, man. Neptune was popping off. Early on, though, Toronto showing some life after failing in the search and destroy. We thought, all right, maybe Vault Control is where they can bounce back. Historically, Vancouver sucks at Control.
Yeah, and historically, Vault should have been pretty good for Toronto Ultra. 14-8 in the season. They pick it over half the time when it's left open in series. But from the side of Vancouver Surge, they've just been putting work in that game mode, right? It's been the one thing that kind of kept them on the outside looking in on some of these top teams. And obviously, I mean, Neptune played with a chip on his shoulder. And the response, he was absolutely unbelievable. He ends with a 2-point-something in this final map number 3. I mean, he clearly wants to make it to that grand final.
Yeah, you know, just a different control from Vancouver than what we've seen in the last stage and a half. I mean, a little more slow and controlled, and when they need to erupt and try to put teams in a spawn trap, they're doing it together now. It's not as individual. So for Vancouver, I mean, this is a team that, like, Search and Destroy could not win recently. They've been figuring that out, that protocol, now seemingly added to their map pool. This team can absolutely make the run. You look at, like, their competition, it's teams that they have had a lot of success against in the past. So, yeah, it could get real interesting.
After a day one stumble, Vancouver has bounced back. They have 3-0'd LA Thieves, and now they take care of business against Toronto Ultra. And I have to ask, who's in the MVP discussion? They are officially a top 4 squad here at Champ so far.
You have to say Neptune just because of the numbers he put up, but I think Nasty is pretty close behind. I think he's kind of their X factor right now. I mean, he goes 14-5 in that Search and Destroy, wins some impossible 1Vs. I think he's everything for Vancouver right now.
The best.
One of those 1v3s earned our Scuff play of the game. Go ahead, gas him up over this, Miles.
I was going to say,
it's the 1v3.
Hey, he's the best red-headed Call of Duty player in the world right now, active at the very least. I mean, that's just the absolute facts. But hey, Nasty, a sensational performance in the Search and Destroy. Obviously a reason why they pull away the win. And this is the round 1. It set the tone.
And it was just unbelievable, his thought process through this, because the second he eats that stun, he's like, all right, they know where we are. He books it to the other entrance. Toronto Ultra's just not thinking about this at this point, right? He ends up winning this first gunfight, slams the second guy. I mean, just unbelievable. Nobody thought Nasty would be able to close out this 1v3 and get the momentum going in.
Yeah, I mean, the Search and Destroy, just massive plays for him. And there were a couple other rounds where he almost clutched 1v2s if it weren't for the bomb timer. Yeah, Nasty just has these massive impact plays, and when you couple it with a guy like Neptune, when he can perform on a world-class level in the respawns, you're going to find success.
Vancouver Surge with this win are now guaranteed $160,000, a top 4 finish, and for a lot of these guys, you have to think it's a contract year. Let's take a look at our bracket, because after starting with 8, we are down to our final 4, and we are headed to that winner's bracket finals next. Optic Texas taking on Boston Breach. A little bit later, though, Vancouver going round 2 against Miami Heretics. It should be a good one, Ant.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember that series, that map number 1, we're sitting there like, okay, Surge, Heretics with the instant response. But since that match, both these teams have just been sensational.
We're halfway through day number 3, a 5-match Saturday. Lock in, ladies and gentlemen. The Call of Duty Championship Weekend 2025 continues after this.
The Scuff Call of Duty collection is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
match day, everything matters. What you focused on the night before, how you slept, what you ate. Players gather in the arena, ready to go toe-to-toe, fueled by the dedication, passion, and love of the sport. The mind has to be focused, clear, locked in. Any unknown variable can mean the difference between winning and losing. And when you have your pride on the line, every decision has to be perfect. Every movement calculated, and every shot on target. If you want to be remembered here, you have to make them believe. Scuff has been a proud and passionate supporter of Call of Duty esports for 14 years and enables you to play like a pro.
You're going to check it, right? You're going to check it. Oh, he looks one way. Envoy's on the other. The Magic Man continues. Envoy gets two. Scrap gets another. It's all on Nasty 1v3. I promise you, he's in that corner. It's his corner. It's Envoy's corner. Oh, my God. Pleasantries exchanged between squads.
Not being in respawn?
I do personally, yeah.
You do personally?
I do too. I think it would make the viewing experience worse.
What did I just see on my screen? Who was that guy? Did you see that?
No.
What was that guy?
I don't know. Welcome to the citizens over there on YouTube.
There was some random guy, like, see how they have the quad box? Like, there was some random guy just like in the all four boxes, and he looked like he was going crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You about the team. I've heard so much. This team's just insane. Like, we're flowing, we're doing great. I'm just so interested in exactly what it is. Like, for you specifically, you have been so good recently, so good. I love to see like the GOAT come back, and it's incredible. But what does the pickup of Merc do for you, like personally and individually?
Yeah, Mason's been unreal ever since we picked him up. We've only gotten better every single day in practice ever since we got him. Just a lot more reps, a lot more chemistry. It's starting to flow a lot more. We kind of understand each other's tendencies and stuff like that. So it's been going. We're still getting better even right now. So it's just a matter of just making every rep count. And I'm excited to play today.
I love to hear it, Dashy. Thank you so much, and best of luck.
Thank you.
At this point at Major 4, we weren't sure if Optic Texas was going to make it to champs. Here they squeak in with the number 7 seed and are actually the favorites going up against Boston Breach, the A seed in our winners bracket finals. This is history in the making here at the 2025 Call of Duty Championship for Black Ops 6. I'm your host, Chris Puckett, alongside I Hold Shift. We've got Rosalie and Nameless, and I want to start with you, Shift.
Yes.
What was your confidence in Optic? After bringing in Mercules, we knew the potential.
Sure.
But what were their odds when you saw them matching up against FaZe in the opening round? Did you think they could make it this far?
No. Just flat out no. I think the thing about it is, like, we know what Mercules brings to the table. We saw it immediately in Boca Raton. We're also seeing what Optic was able to do throughout the qualifiers at 4 and at DreamHack. But with that came a lot of really bad results. And I think there's a level of is this actually going to make this team a world championship contender again? I think the thing about it is some of those losses that are sticking in our minds, like a loss to Gorilla's mate, all the maps they've played have been tremendously close since adding Merc to the mix. So I think looking at what his addition has meant, this team's finally clicking. They're playing their best COD of the year, and they're rightfully where they need to be.
Nameless, you said something incredible in the green room. You said this is not just Optic's best games of the year. This could be Call of Duty's best games of the year being displayed by Optic Texas. They are 6-0 on their run after taking down number 2 seed Atlanta FaZe and number 3 seed Toronto Ultra in the winter semi.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's the best Black Ops 6 gameplay we've seen from any team. Chris, they are destroying teams. You talk about the Atlanta-Toronto series, 3-0, 3-0. They're destroying their will to play the game. They sent them down to losers bracket. Both those teams got 3-0 bopped out of the tournament. They are compromising everybody in their way. Everybody on this team, it's just seamless. They're in flow state, Allie. Every play that they make seems perfect.
I mean, when you look at the numbers, they were bottom 4 in almost every single category across all game modes heading into this event. You know, like they were at rock bottom. The only way you can go is up. And in the past 3 weeks, they are now number 1 across almost every category in the venue this weekend. So if there's any path to victory right now for Optic Texas, is to keep doing what they're doing.
Allie, the bad news is the teams you beat kind of didn't accomplish anything here in Texas, right?
No, they did not. That's kind of like the only hot take is like Atlanta FaZe had to drop 1.3s just to win by 40 points versus Carolina with a player that had a 0.5. You know what I mean? So not the best showing out of Atlanta, not the best showing out of Toronto. However, it doesn't completely take away from the fact that Optic Texas made so many improvements.
My view on that is that Optic compromised those teams, though. Like, they ran through them. You go down to losers bracket after that, you're questioning, like, your practice headed into the tournament. Like, that match that they had against Toronto was ridiculous.
They beat them so bad, they mentally boomed them for future matches is the take. On the other side of this showdown, you have a squad that only 0.1% of the universe had faith in winning champs. They are now 2 matches away from accomplishing that goal. Nameless may have been that one voter who put in Boston Breach coming into champs.
Maybe on the sly, you know, me and, you know, their moms and their dads. But listen, when you talk about this Boston team, you know who they had, like, their most success against? Can you tell me, Alan?
Yes, I can. It is Optic Texas. They have matched up 4 times. Boston has won this matchup 3 times back-to-back in their last 2.
And they played them in the last stage, and they were able to beat Optic Texas with Mercules in the lineup. They love this matchup.
Outslayed, by the way.
Have they done it on land?
Yeah, they did at Major 3, not with Mercules in the lineup, though.
The thing is, there's also a level of, like, remember back in the beginning of the year when everyone was like, dude, this Optic team is disgusting? The only team that beat them in the online qualifier stage 1 was Boston.
Yeah. I mean, it's just Boston play unconventional at times, right? The map vetoes can get a little bit weird. We're going to see maps that Boston love get through here in this series. So this could be an electric winners final.
How did Boston get here? Let's take a look at the bracket because the 8th seed in theory had the hardest road of them all. They took out LA Thieves in a 2-3-5 and then went on to be a red-hot Miami Heretics who just went on a 3-map spree against the Surge.
And that's what's unbelievable, right? Is Boston Breach, again, a team that you would look at this lineup and be like, all right, Giga, Wake, you're looking at Colward, Cammy, like you're thinking respawn across the board. They haven't won a hard point so far this event. They've come incredibly close. However, mind you the rewinds. I never want to see them spawn in on that again. But versus Optic Texas, that's where they find the most success as well, is going to be in those respawns. So this could get weird. We could be looking at another game 5.
If there's a game mode you want to be working at champs, it's search and destroy. I mean, you get here and, like, the stats don't matter as much as you heard Rambo talking about. You just got to come out and steal a hard point. If you come out, you win this map number 1, all of a sudden, this becomes terrifying for the Green Wall.
We're going to keep digging into this matchup. The pick'ems are on their way. Stay locked. This is Champs. We'll be right back.
The Scuff Call of Duty is $30 off this weekend only. Visit scuff.co/CDL to upgrade your game with a Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Bro, what the hell? What the hell is that?
Wait, that guy's bowling. Wait, he's watching bowling. Look. You see, he's watching bowling.
Yeah, what the fuck? I gotta throw, bro.
Wait, is he trolling? Wait, is he trolling?
He has to be trolling.
Wait, is he trolling? He's gotta be trolling, right? Wait, he's gotta be trolling, right?
No.
That's not right. That's an Easter egg from the CDL.
They got the stack. Second tick is done. FaZe trying to go. It's moving so quickly. Can they get in and contest? They're soaring through. It's just about done. The contest is in. Shotzzy kills everybody in front of him, but FaZe are able to get in. Getting a point, man. Here we go. Gotta hold with no respawns. They're holding for now. They win one. Nobody left. FaZe hold with no respawns remaining.
Like the worst time.
Time short.
Wall bang him.
Put your head down and secure the target.
We're so back, baby!
No way.
We're so back!
Deranged Native!
baby!
Deranged Native with 100 gifted subs! Oh my god, they're
I got a so bad.
I'm one shot, nice, last kid deep left. That's just, don't even shot then. Look up. Nice! Yo, Byron, Llama 2X was right, you're awful. Just grab him, just grab him.
Record for most kills dropped in a single match. It's 115, and it's Gwyn.
On the collapse, he gets the angle, he gets the kill. His series continues. Gwyn's here.
Yeah, this is his place. A double headshot, 7 in a row.
He is taking over. Maybe he's just trying to end the Rookie of the Year conversation. Just put himself back in front with just a dominant performance here. Time to go. TJ gonna drop. One is fallen. Second will drop as well. They collapse. Oh, on Gwyn! Of course it's on Gwyn! One player left. Hudson finds it! Gwyn seals the deal with a record-setting series for Gwyn. Gwyn is different.
4-3 in game 5. Oh no! 4v2.
Line up with ARs. Nice little deep shoulder coming through. Oh! Wow! No way! He gets the one through the drop, and then all.
Welcome to the Esports Report. On this week's show, we cover the current COD League standings.
Help me. What's right?
Yeah, two backside.
One shot!
Let's go.
Let's go. Baby, come on.
Thank God.
Did I get an ace 5-5?
Hey.
On the line, it's like, you know, a lot more bragging rights.
I think the very first map is the most important map. If you go down that first map to Optic, chances are you're not going to win the series. I think they have like over 90% win rate after they win the first map, so it just really comes down to that first map, I think.
When you go up 2-0, it's really hard to come back, and we're really good at sealing the deal and just closing the...
We've been practicing pretty hard and, you know, watching a lot of film and stuff like that, so I'm just fully confident we're going to walk away with the W.
One up.
He's got a trophy though, right? He threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
He threw a trophy out.
Might do it.
I think this might be
Still
too
there.
slow.
He's still there.
He got it. Oh, he does get it. Yeah, it was too slow. He gets it. He just hops it right away. Nobody checks the bomb.
Nice pickle. Pickle's like close as on you somewhere. He's on the door. Pickle's gonna be close. Yep. Alright.
Oh my God! Come on. Good game. You like that?
That Dante takeover. Get here. Come on the stairs, Nice. I'm looking you. Could be outer. Outer. Nice. 3v1. See, please go. Oh, nice, baby. Oh my god. I mean, I'm trying to scam it. They won't even kill me.
Last one. Wishing Zach. Got you. He told me. No, he didn't get to me.
My bad if I need you.
You're good. Go, copy. There's 3 on 3. Short steps.
That is all she wrote. Heretics, 3-0 on Control.
Unbelievable stuff. Again, these guys on this map were lost for so long. The improvements they made, never mind, the map is going on 0.0. Vehicle didn't know either. Heretics started celebrating, and there's still game to be played.
There's 2 segments gone. Wow, what's happening? It's not over yet.
Now, Snoopy, you are an incredible individual player. You have been doing some crazy things, even here at Champs, but for the rest of the season too. I want to know what it is about teammates or just situations that allow you to play the very best that you can in high-pressure situations.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I feel like each individual in this team has its moments. We all support each other pretty well. We believe in each other, which is the most important thing. And I feel like when someone has to shine, do his thing, we let him shine. We let him. Everyone just helps each other out and understands when it's their time to, try to pop off or something. But yeah, it's just really good team to be a part of.
Love that. You shine very bright, Snoopy. Very bright indeed. Thank you so much and best of luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it so much.
Close. Nice. Good job. Yeah, that's it. Tempus freezer. Tempus freezer when you kill him. Okay, I'm chilling in. Oh. TK. Go back. Oh, no. Nice. I was side door and it killed me. I was right inside a side door.
In the front row, they make it to nearly every single event. That poor guy that hit the deck today outside the venue, is he here?
Saw that. That was tough.
Hey! That poor guy ate concrete for breakfast. Tough one.
Find out which team will take the largest portion of that $1 million prize pool and etch their names into Call of Duty history forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Las Vegas, the World Series of Warzone Global Final.
Mid. Draws on mid, guys. Oh my god, mid. Him.
It's your boy Shotzi, man, with the ace. Little ace, man.
Eliminating Vegas Legion from Champs.
Yes, I know, but yes. They're seeing him ugh.
I don't know, actually. You are lying.
I'm lying? Them guys.
Yeah.
My bad, Clay.
Keep that shit together.
Well, it is not the Ravens. It is a Phoenix that has risen from the ashes here at the Major. They take flight. They break the curse. London can finally weep tears of just joy and not despair. Oh my goodness! Vamos Heretics! I cannot believe what we've seen. Simply unbelievable. The madness in Madrid continues.
Nice, bro. I would have killed him. I just ammo.
This is ugly, bro. What are they doing on the map?
I'm over at Club Bell, supported by Scuff, where I'm so excited to show you something that you guys can get your hands on here at Champs. And it's this bad boy, a limited edition Scuff controller, only for Champs. And you can get your hands on it by signing up for Bell's 1.5 gigabit internet. It's as easy as that. Now you might say, well, I have no access to any of my emails, to any of my info, because my phone is dead. Well, don't worry, because Bell has you covered as well. Because over here, we have an incredible charging station. If your phone's dead or it's getting low and you want to keep on all the updates here at Champs, you can go and charge it right here, right now. I'm going to go test out this bad boy over at the 2v2 station with Scuff, and I'll see you guys back on the floor.
All about him all tournament long. It can come down to a 1v1. Oh, he's dead. One more. Dead. All four. Oh my God. He's really right there.
Yeah, got me. Don't even worry about it, guys. These guys on.
So go next.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah,
Did you go next?
Just go next. Just go next.
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, we gotta laugh that one off, boys. Oh,
yeah, we gotta laugh that one off.
I'm bad.
We gotta laugh that one off.
Correct.
No, I'm dead. I'm dead. No way.
You myself revive?
Nope. Honestly, it works out. I'm starving. Marissa called these my old man chip.
We're back live in the Aura, and our players are ready to go. Nameless, as we take a look at the bracket, I know you've been around the block. You've seen some people, some skeptics out there, some that are a little superstitious. Do you know what could have possibly caused the delay before this match?
Listen, all I know is this is the first time Optic's on that side of the stage. Clint walks over, he let me know, and I know back in the day, that was something that used to get in my head a little bit when it would happen to me. So maybe they just had to lock in, but we're going to have a great series.
One side of the stage is cursed here in Kitchener. Let's take a look at this map pool, though. Is Optic in trouble, or are they vibing with the triple dose of Hacienda? We'll get it for games 3, 4, and 5, Alley Cat.
Yeah, no, I don't hate the beginning of this for Optic Texas. I think this opening vault is going to be really important for them. They've been a great map 1 team so far this weekend to set them up early, because that triple Hacienda near the tail end, we know that has been Boston Breach's bread and butter this weekend. So Optic looking to take an early lead.
I know we're very excited for this matchup for 2 stars in particular. They go by the name of Snoopy and Shotzi, and they have been studs in their role. Talk to me a little bit about the SMGs and what they're expected to do in this series, Alan.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because at the beginning of the year, it looked like this was going to be a season that was going to build towards a Shotzi MVP season.
It did.
And then everything started to fall apart. There was no pace and there was no tempo. They tried it with Hook, didn't really work out. Who would have figured that Mercules was the one to now enable not just Shotzi, but Hook in particular, I think has been undeniable in the first 2 matches that they've played. I'm really keeping an eye on the Nuke.
Yeah, 100%. And then on the other side of that, Snoopy, his player comp is Shotzi, right? Like, coming into the league, we thought he has elusive movement. He can take over in search and destroy, get lost behind enemy lines. So stylistically, it's a very interesting matchup to watch Shotzi and Snoop go up against each other.
It's Ant's favorite team versus the planet's favorite team. It's time for our Scuff Pick'ems, and Nameless, I want to put you last. I'm going to open things up here. I think Optic Texas somehow makes people forget about Major 1, 2, and 3. They are going all the way to a championship spot with a win tonight.
I was a hater on Boston's success when they came out of Major 2. I was a big critic of their major success at Major 3, thinking I didn't believe what Boston could do. They have been denied, they have been doubted, and I'm going to keep doing that. I got Optic Texas.
Hater.
And I'm going to keep doing that. Is insane. Listen, my Twitter mentions have been full of people begging me yesterday to not pick Optic today. I'm going to go Boston Breach in this series.
Listen, first of all, I don't have a favorite team.
Don't pick our team was the request, Allie?
Listen,
yeah, no, I swear to God, y'all can check me right now.
My favorite team is who just plays good Call of Duty. And Optic has been playing phenomenal Call of Duty. It has literally been flawless on the map. So, I mean, looking at it, I think that ends today. I'm going with Boston Breach. I think Boston get this done. I think Giggle Wake's coming out to fry. Purge has been unreal. And Snoop and them search and destroys. I think they win.
Canada, are you ready to start this party? Make some noise. It's your winner's bracket final.
Shots himself 24-17 from unbelievable stat lines. 26-12 for Dachi as Shotzi keeps running the kill. Snoopy with another pick. 7 straight for Snoopy. 4 straight rounds for Breach. Round away from a winner's final. And their hearts are pumping. More Optic are absolutely suffocating here on Skyline. What have been now? Is it Numbers? Front of the hill, but Numbers are going to be here, and Tammy finds all 3.
No, we're not leaving nothing behind. Better believe it. Come out and see, we drawing the line. I want it all. I don't need a reason. I am the one that they really believe in. I want it all.
This is COD Champs, everybody, and our winners finals. A big money matchup coming to the stage. 160,000 on the line, in which only our best superstars of the league can handle this pressure. And our next 2 teams coming to the stage, we're about to send one to the grand finals. Now, you guys can boo, you can cheer, but I need you all up on your feet and make some noise for Optic Texas and the Boston Breach.
It's a battle of the green teams, and you look at this matchup, Boston have dominated it over the course of the season, but with how Optic has looked recently, it's going to be the hardest one yet.
Yeah, both teams exceeding expectations, and now it's time to see which one powers through into Sunday. This should be the best matchup on the day so far. Let's get it going, guy.
I'm ready to find out who's the meanest in green on the main stage. Who wants to go to the grand finals first? You ready to get this one popped off? Merc, Maven, I hope you're heavily caffeinated because this one is going to be a wild ride.
Ready to get twisted. Listen, this is what we all expected, right? 8 teams here. Your 7 and 8 seed in the winner's bracket final. Of course, it has been a chaotic and unpredictable weekend. This is not the winner's final anybody had in their brackets. Brackets were busted day one. The busting kept on happening. I got no idea what to expect. I mean, my gut, my heart tells me this is one that Optic should handle with ease with the way they have been playing. But the Boston Neslos, bro, never count them out.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a tale of 2 very different teams throughout their weekend. You have an Optic team who is perfect. 2 3-0s, they look dominant. You have another side of Boston Breach who have just survived. 2 3-5s, the pressure on in a game 5. Can they win a hard point? But these 2 very similar play styles, Snoopy versus Shotzi. Well, one's going to look a lot different, but you can see the key here is Snoopy's S&D KD.
Oh, yeah. That's the key for the team. They're at 1-5 overall, because if you look at the stats, I mean, back to the Heretics series, I think they outslayed by like 50 across the hard
your stats
points.
are going to look pretty ugly when you're 0-4 in hard points.
Oh, 100%. 100% they are, but that's why sometimes those overall KDs just don't tell that much of the story when you talk about an event, when you talk about the entire event, because Search and Destroy, well, it can win championships, and maybe it will this weekend. Winner's bracket final, already guaranteed top 3, battling for a grand finals appearance and a chance at that first place, $800,000. Who will get there first? Who will get their crack at it? Breach, Optic, their hardpoint record are champs. Yeah, it's a little bit different, Joe, how you said they got here, huh?
And it's like, look at the averages, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you're getting smoked on the Boston side. You are flying.
That's absurd, dude.
On the Optic side,
absurd.
I think just the question is, like, did Boston finally get on a board? This is an Optic team with the crowd behind them. You do not want them to win this map 1 and get that momentum, but you have dealt with it throughout the weekend if you are Breach.
And Optic on the opposite side have been so good when they win the map 1. They've been incredible. We'll see if they can do it here. Let's get into the battle in the winner's bracket final. Hook has been the literal nuke. And he'll look to get started, and well, he'll get started strong. That's going to be 4 dead for Breach, and that is not the break you want if you are Boston.
I mean, the guy's literally just on the floor. Melee, and Dashy's got his back. This is what we talked about, the Optic teamwork. Just being exceptional. Just everybody frying, and well, that continues. that continues. You don't have a kill if you're Breach.
Yeah, they're going to get one eventually. I mean, no, the KD hasn't been good, but you need to find some kind of kill. Mercules is, I'm not going down first. Finally, Purge gets him a kill. Purge gets him 2. Oh, nearly a third, but Mercules there with the bailout. 30 seconds already on the board for Optic. A perfect start.
I mean, this is just two teams in this scenario who have, I mean, you're Boston, you've never played on a winners final at Champ Sunday, or for a Champ Sunday. On the other side for Optic, you have been in this position before outside of Mercules. You have world champions on your team. You know how to handle this scenario. They are playing with so much confidence.
Well, he's not that worried. He died for the first time. 7-1 start for Mercules. He has been nothing short of exceptional. Purge, the only person really finding kills right now for Boston Breach, but Mercules there with a clean snapper.
Somebody's gotta help out Purge.
Somebody's got to do it quick. On the other side, Mercules continues to take over. 10-1 out of him. A double from Shotzi with the nade. You only have 8 points if you're Breach. You're getting hit by a sledgehammer. That is the green wall early.
And again, it's Hook right off his spawn. He's going to back up and play rotation for P3 and P4. And Shotzi just continues to shoot through the door. The pre-fires connect. He's getting loud, yelling across the stage. And again, it's just the fundamentals. You are already here if you are Optic. And if you are Boston, you just gotta slow this game down. You need to somehow win this P4.
A double from Cammy, Purge through as well. Finally, maybe numbers near an objective, but then Dashy gets 2, and the Cape Crusader backs you up and shuts you down. I thought it was gonna be a third with the pistol. But Snoopy will come out on top of that, but you're just looking for any kind of points, and Shotzi is looking for cheeks, on the hunt, finding kills, setting up his squad for success. They've still got spawns, and Dashy's just chilling our side.
I mean, you have nothing. Again, just perfect gameplay here for Optic. Number 4 and Snoopy maybe gonna try to go on a route, but as you said, Dashy's here. Free for him from top art.
Dude, and the fact you're getting P3 time, like,
yeah, so much time. You're already at 100 seconds. Who's finding a double? And this is what we talked about. It's not just one. Everybody is having their moments as Hook finally gets cut down. The pistol almost connects.
We're about to be talking about map 2. If it continues like this,
pretty soon.
There needs to be a break here early for Breach. Awakening is able to slip across. Might be able to make something happen. He got a presence through the front, but Shotzi able to shut down 2. Mercules gets the other 2, and the bloodbath continues. I don't know how much blood Boston Breach have got left. They are just getting slammed. The green wall, too tall, too thick. Breach just can't fit. They are getting slammed. Optic Texas by 120. Let's hear the comms. They're taking over.
He's through on me. I'm
at the tree wake. At the tree wake. At the tree wake. Low square.
Okay. I'll pick him up. We are missing
Square dead.
Nice, good shit.
Let's move over now.
We'll just wrap their cat steps.
Yeah, I need him.
Wrap their cat steps.
Yeah, they're trying to pull, by the way. I'm gonna put you guys right.
Probably you in a corner.
Okay, got him here.
Yo, he's awakening spawn hold. One's off hold. Nice. 3. Block. Okay, they spawn there. Hold him. Play away. I have con. I have all of left. One's left weak. Hook, help him.
What's your cut? What's your cut?
On my left, Cammy's a bullet con. Cammy's a bullet con. Okay. I'm gonna go.
Another one close. Purge. He's like our close.
What stun are you?
Yeah, we should challenge. I'm pushing the left. I ran to the left.
You really Brennan.
I'm pitching.
Nice go.
Pitching.
Brennan.
NRU, Cammy. Another one. Cammy was weak.
He's close.
There's two.
Close gap.
They got a P2 spawn on you. Whoever's out, stay up.
I spawned here. They're gonna need money.
Yeah, we spawn here. Server top.
One's close. Okay, one's close.
Really good casters.
I'm behind these guys.
You guys will.
It's gonna be you.
I have our money hit. He's top cat on you. Cat steps. Stay down.
Dead.
Nice. Outer on me. Awakening. Shit.
Back him up. On the one. Give me. He's going back.
Still back. He's on time. I can't. On time on me.
He's outer. Stupid so weak. He's going front.
Okay, they're spawn front.
One more top cat. Wait. Other guy's in the back.
T2.
I have your cross. T3 dead. I have your cross.
Really cool.
Okay. I still have cross for money.
I saw the cross.
Cat steps. Front short.
He's one shot.
Yo, Cammy's crossing T4.
Outer
left cam.
Outer left cam.
Pitch Snoopy. Two cats up.
I don't see him.
Two cats up.
Another one short. Short in time.
He's out of trip.
Short in T3. Short in T3.
Wait, actually, we spawn here. We should look like
I'm banging mid. I'm banging mid though.
I'm gonna place it.
Oh, in the back, weak. Right, he's on the...
Yeah, I think it's like down T3, and T2. There's two of them out, or two of them out.
Just hard block.
Yeah, they spawn on time. They spawn on time.
They're spawning on time.
Like, swear,
Trying to get now.
I think we're spawning on time.
Yeah, they spawn on time. Trying to get to them.
T1 one shot. T1 one shot.
Two on me. Two on me.
Make sure you guys rep hard.
Top cat. Another one is still right on me.
Yo, I'm
Playing for the guys right.
Yo, I'm pretty sure one guy's probably on you, Art, by the way I spawned.
One was right on me. Snoopy, one was cat.
Well, Joe, I think this map one is going the way we feared it might. I mean, Optic Texas in dominant form. The comms were clean, concise, fantastic to listen to. Mercules is brilliant, just hearing him calling out spawns, calling out setups, what he's holding, telling teammates what to do. This has been terrific. And for Boston Breachers, hoping for some kind of lifeline. As we always say, that the guns get a little hot, you start to win some engagements.
Well, I mean, if you focus in on this map, right, it's kind of, this is like the last chance. Can you find a good chunk of this P3 time and get a full 60 at P4? That's it. That's how you get back into the map. But you have to start slaying. Well, they're going to go 3 down again. Awakening you to be the last player up, and you see the green arrows. You are going to spawn out if you are Breach. Hook's going to spawn up at Statue, and he knows right away. It's a 1 versus 1, 4P4 rotation. He has been fantastic in these scenarios throughout the weekend, has the AR out, and well, he's going to find the freebie. If they win this rotation, game done.
I love it, just the patience, the ratty plays he's been making. It's been so good, and when he needs to beam, he is dialed in. 50 more needed for the W. This has not been close. It's hard to like hype it up. This has just been a murder.
It reminds me of last year, right? Their third sort of, or their second sub in Fred, pulling out an AR more. It's the same thing here with Hook. Just slow him down, allow him to get his kills. You pull out the AR, the guy is hitting, and fundamentally, just so darn good right now for Optic.
Streak is in, connects with 1, connects with 2, connects with 3. Shotzzy gets all 4, wiping them off the board. 20 needed for the win. The annihilation of the Boston Breach continues. Optic Texas have been perfect. They've been dialed. They seem untouchable in moment by moment, second by second. Closer to a grand final. Closer to going back to back. It starts in the map 1 and it is dominant for Optic.
And I'm just going to talk about it, like, you know, if you're an Optic fan, like, you knew your team had the potential, but, like, they've hardly shown anything even close to this.
I think that's what's been frustrating.
Anything close to this.
It's been frustrating all year with this team. Like, we kept hoping this was the turning point. This was the turning point. This change was the turning point. And it's going to be a weird year. Like, even if they win the event, it's going to be weird to look back at. Like, you're basically top 8 all year. You're good for 3-4 days. You win it, and, like, okay, I guess it's a great year. It's just, it's weird, right? Like, I don't even know what to compare this to when you talk about the history of Call of Duty. Like, the champs that like, comes to mind, I guess you have to, like, probably Call of Duty World War II, one of the weirder ones, I guess. But, like, it has just been insanity. And with Thieves out, with FaZe out, it's just, like, who is in their way, bro? Who is in their way? And it certainly doesn't seem to be Boston Breach, but
yeah,
not that weird for Breach. They go down to 1. Okay, yeah, it's search and destroy time. We'll get back to
like,
it.
we don't even need to play hardpoint. We haven't done it all week,
right? They get outplayed by, what, 45 or something like that? It is ugly, ugly, ugly from the get-go for Breach. Optic, just so good. And, man, we can't gas this Mercules guy enough. Like, listen, I know there's been moments for everybody. I heard the devs talking about, like, oops, the important thing for this weekend. I scrap all that. Mercules changed this team, changed this culture, got this team hungry again. Whether at the beginning of the year was pride getting in the way, egos clashing, where the hell went on with that, like, original 4? Mercules comes in with, like, maybe a renewed passion of a young player, re-energizes this team, and this is nothing short of marvelous.
No, it is, yeah, especially in the hard point, but yeah, for Boston Breach, I mean, I don't know, I was on a team, right? You know, in Dose, we won a ton of Game 5s, just we were losing a ton of respawns, like, that can happen. It's just sooner or later that it's probably going to run out.
That search and destroy magic.
It's so difficult to always win your search and destroys. A couple of bad rounds don't go your way, some clutches not going your way. But we'll see if Boston Breach have life here in map 2.
Can they get to the Haciendas? Well,
yeah,
they're going to get to 1 at least, but, like, can they extend the series so we have 3 of them?
That's it. Yeah, they've been so good at Hacienda all year long. But yeah, got to get there first.
And it's also tough, like, you're talking about relying on the search and destroy. I guess it's been great, but, like, Also, the controls, like the weird thing too, considering their year, like they were bad for the most part in control outside that one stretch where they really turned to a different gear.
At least he's laughing. I don't know, what else can you do?
Oh yeah, no, you can be like that. That's all you can do. Laugh like, all right, guys, remember 2-3-5? We're a 2-3-5 team. Let's get there. But that attitude might change if you suddenly go in a hole early in this map too. The game's low, yeah. It is mostly a flat line for Breach. They got shit on, man. No way around that. Laugh it off.
Yeah, it just reminded me of, like, I don't know, back with like the Optic Dynasty, right? Like they would come out, crowd behind them, and it just felt like the first gunfights went their way. Like it was over. And that is literally that break off. That's 6-7 kills in a row and adios.
It's a little different. Like I think I like last year, the final, like versus New York. Like, remember New York went up like 50 to 100, a couple of those hard points. But like, yes, once a couple gunfights went their way, once that crowd, Dallas, and well, crowd here, crowd everywhere for Optic, once they really get rolling, yes, I mean, they become different, dude. They go Super Saiyan and they take over. S&D KD leaders, yes, you're going to see a lot of Boston Breach here because that has been where they're 4-0 and what's got them to this point. But it's been a bit of everything for Optic Texas. They've won it through all modes. They've been perfect in Mercules. I mean, he's special, dude. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, no, he's playing exceptional in every single game mode. And yeah, as you said, both of these teams undefeated in Search and Destroy. Going to that protocol search. I mean, for Boston, you were down, what, 4-1 yesterday in that map 5 versus Miami, able to bring it back. Snoopy goes on that spree, has the Hellstorm for the round 11. Optic, another map where, yeah, they were able to take down FaZe. We saw it in the winners round 1.
Yeah, just shut them down. And I thought, well, as much as I thought that was like an Optic thing, and it was, don't get me wrong, like, I mean, we just saw FaZe in the Heretic Series too, just look out of sorts here. Like, I don't know what the hell a team was this weekend, but Optic beat the pants off them in that first series. Neither team has lost to Search and Destroy. It's just been much more the conversation for Boston Breach because that has been the winning condition to move them on. Map 2 now. Can Boston Breach answer back or to Optic Texas dig this grave a little bit deeper? Because it feels like half of Breach's body is in off that opener. Soupy gonna challenge. Shotzi's shooting bodies and then gets traded out, I think, as a result.
Well, maybe, you know.
He's like, hello, hermano.
Maybe don't want to do that in round 1, but, you know, just saying hello, because now it's a 3 versus 3. And, well, Purge is going to go on an angle. He's going to find one. He slid by another. Yeah, Dashi was right next to him. So it's a 2 versus 2. Purge going to put that round away. But, again, he's not really the only one shooting.
I was like confused as he slid by. I was like, huh? Where's the second? Where's the trade? 1 versus 1 early. Bruce. Giga. And what a big round this could be. He gets in, catches him. Awakening doesn't have the read, and the ice god in Dashi takes the opening round.
Yeah, I mean, Shotzi gives them a freebie, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gives him a freebie.
Man, I'm not fading. He was definitely shooting bodies, right?
Oh, no. He was literally like, here you go. Right, I just want these guys to know.
Yeah.
Want him to know I am gunning you every single round. Does it in round number 1. 3-on-3. Yeah, Purge, yeah, just with how quick that animation is on the slide, doesn't see the second. And then Awakening just never even expects this. Doesn't even look at it.
Nope. Playing a 50-50 or whatever you want to call it. Wasn't thinking that was the play. Dashi gonna get 3 in the round. Purge.
He's trying to fight.
He is. I mean, that's what we were talking about at the beginning of the hard point. Really the one person fighting. Coming out strong here, and yeah, he could have, I mean, that whole thing happens because, yeah, Purge slides by Dashi. Could have been a whole lot different, but Snoopy gonna be blooded on the Breach side back-to-back rounds.
And you just never saw him cross the plat, and now you're just playing this bomb. Look at your other teammates. Hook's just going for it, trying to set up Mercules and Dashi. You don't even expect this if you are Boston. He is all by his lonesome. Well, now Mercules is in position to help on out. On the other side of the map, it's going to be Purge, potentially versus Dashi, but here comes a retake, and Mercules lines him up.
Unbelievable out of the kid. Dashi keeps it going as well. And Optic not slowing down. Dude, he's so good. He's so good. I mean, both of them right now, but I mean, Dashi's been doing this for a minute. To see Mercules doing it on this stage this early in his career, yeah, we've had some players do it over the years.
And normally, like, Awakening is watching this, right, from that top window. That's just a freebie. They don't think anyone is there, but Mercules, yeah, just Reads it perfectly, ready for the slides. Dashy buys time on the other side of the map. Well, you get a first blood, but you don't turn it into anything if you are breach.
Well, they got to turn it into something here quickly. They've survived the 0-1 hole all weekend, 0-2. It'll be new for them. Snoopy, first to drop for breach in a couple of rounds, see if he can change this. This time they want to double chow. Chow to Shotzi. Snoopy put the dirt. He's able to get another nearly 3. Shotzi, the A-site Reaper. I mean, if that chow's going to happen, he's going to get 2 each time. You're not winning any rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah, Awakening with a nice kill on the hook. So 2 versus 2, a lot of time to work with. You can maneuver around the map, and well, you can see they are duo of Optic. They are down low. Similar to last round, they're just going to plant the bomb over towards B. Awakening, he's across the map. You plant a couple of islands right now if you're Boston.
Awakening just trying to reposition.
Yeah,
the more time they spend looking for him. It's like he shoot to turn some heads here. And there's wondering, where did he go? Look how much time is going to be off this clock before he can engage.
Yeah, but Boston has like no idea.
Still winnable for Optic. Hercules on 3 straight, and here we go. Now to another 1 versus 1. Ooh!
You lose some aim assist there. It looked like it.
Oh, kinda.
Yeah,
I thought he snapped well. He snapped.
Just feels like he lost it on the stairs there.
This series might be over. He does that.
But nice win here from Awakening. Well, he's the guy. They're down a man. He's able to turn this into 2 versus 2. Jamie Awakening play the round well.
His aim didn't look a lot sticky either. That was maybe a messy one. Needed the round. Yeah, Giga's pick to get into the 2v2. Probably the biggest. Then at first I didn't know if it was like panic shots or he got shots. So we like switched like right after he shot, or if he was
no,
really
he saw
trying.
him zip. He saw him on the zip.
Oh, okay. This guy is trying to get the return. Right into it. Shotzi's been dominant down here from the other side. Purge will shut him down this time. Dashy though gets 2 with a sub in hand. Showing he can do it with everything. He's 6 in 1.
Well, there were just no nades or stuns to stop the entrance there for Optic, but 2 versus 2. Jamie with some great shots, but Mercules, he just goes right back to the spot. Such a power heady. Double chow is in. A multi-kill round there for Mercules.
Hook made me a little nervous. Once he just got rinsed off the heady, I was like, wait, this gets way more interesting, but
yeah, but think how often, right? Like, Shotzi just runs into computers and hops up top. There were no nades. Like, Snoopy, he's just screwed in that scenario 10 out of 10 times. And as you said, Dashy finds a sub, and he's like, this thing is easy.
Now, I think Snoopy started in the map 5. He was like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 or something, and then went on that 7 or 8 spree to earn a streak. Like, he turned it on. His timings, his gunfights, they started to go his way. They need to. Purge has got 2 first bloods, but looking at 1 round victory. He's looking for another first blood if possible, but they'll just take position for now. Back up Shotzi into stairwell. Optic looking at play the 4-on-4 retakes. This will come down to the trophy placement.
Are there any trophies?
Placement.
I don't see any. So Boston's going to go. Yeah, Boston's going to try to push Spiral. Instead, Shotzi wins the gunfight. Because they have no trophies, they try to take a fight, and well, they just get cut down. Nobody dies on the side of Optic.
Yeah, what I was saying was coming out of the trophy placement, I assumed they had one.
No, nothing.
And that makes sense why they tried to just push it out. No trophy. I think they end up having one.
But I feel like you gotta trade that on to Shotzi then, right? You can't just back down.
If the call's to go, you gotta go.
Gotta go.
Part of the reason they started out 4-0 in S&D has been they've been so decisive. Not decisive enough there, and Shotzi continues to play with confidence. Dashy, 7-1, leading the lobby. Up 4-1, and we might be looking at a day of 3-0 as the way this continues.
I mean, Soupy 0-5, like, yeah, that's rough, but also 27 damage. Like, he's not even putting shots in.
He's got a bullet in, bro.
What? Yeah, legitimately one.
What do you do?
Maybe an 8.
You just got to slow down. Like, it's hard.
What's hard to on Proto?
And just the way he plays,
yeah.
It's just... His body got shot. It might have been an effective mental game there out of Shotzi because Snoopy has done nothing. So that's a trophy, so that'll be helpful. Boston reached their turn to try the retake. Shotzi has 3 first bloods. 3 of his first 4 have been openers. He has been crucial.
Well, they're gonna check this. Someone pre-fires it.
Checks it, and it doesn't matter. Give him 4 first bloods. Everybody else into the blender. Last guy up is going to be Snoopy. He is dropped. 0-6 now for Snoopy. And it seems for this Breach team, whether you have the read or don't, it doesn't matter. Optics simply too good.
Just not winning the gunfights. I mean, that would give you the first blood. You would then have a man advantage to retake the bomb site, but yeah, Wasting just loses it up close.
Well, Shotzi let him know early in round 1. The crowd letting Snoopy know now. Welcome to Winners Bracket Final.
Yeah, I mean, that's the mental side of this, right? I mean, Winners Bracket Final versus Optic team. They have not been in a scenario like this. The young Boston side. See if they can continue to fight.
Round by round. They'll try to bring it back. No plant yet. Maybe looking to catch somebody, get a little over aggressive from the Optic Texas side, maybe waiting to get a trophy loaded in. The time continues to bleed. Optic continue to wait. Now plant is in. Mercules trying to finesse. On 5 straight, getting away with his life for now. Position known for 1. Gunfights, here we go. Shotzi continues to dominate. Crossfires in. Cammy left alone. 80 HP. Can't win it. Optic take it 6-1 as they are in cruise control in the winners final. Listen, the fact is, I mean, Breach, this tournament's a win getting to this point. Based on how these years have gone for this organization. And I don't know if that's the way they're viewing it. It can't be, but they're simply outclassed here. No signs of life, just getting pinned to the wall. And
I really don't have much to say.
Yeah.
I should probably cut that off before. I don't know.
Yeah, I know where I was going with that.
Yeah, pinned to the wall.
Listen, Desk, I don't know where I was going, all right?
Yeah, hold on.
I was thinking like pin the tail of Nagi or whatever or something. I don't know, bro. Guys, settle down, man. Let's take a look at the stats.
They aren't great on one side. On the other, they are fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, I said that for map 1. I'll say it again. Breach, you're getting shit on. There's no different way to look at it. Outclassed, outgunned, outsmarted, out everything. You know, maybe you worry a little bit. Shotzi shooting bodies round 1. Will it come back and bite us? You know, his mouth has come back to bite him at times this year.
They won the round.
Not biting him now. Not biting him now.
Now, the only good thing, the only bright spot for Aussie is
okay, what's your bright spot, please?
Hacienda. That's about it.
Okay.
You're going to 3 Haciendas in a row. That's all I have for it. I really don't know what else to say.
Come on, dude. Sell me on how Breach are going to win, Joe.
3 Haciendas. That's how they would win.
Desk.
Man, I was going upstairs trying to get my nephew a scuff controller. Had to run back to the desk. 6-1. Dashy, slow down, son. This is a takeover series. You 100-point club in the hard point. You embarrass in the search. How do you bounce back if you're Boston Breach, or are they cooked?
They need Jesus. That's about all I can
We
get
all
to.
do sometimes.
I mean,
Take a look at some of the highlights here, Alley Cat, because these boys on the green side are frying. That's, of course, the Texas side.
My God, they're not losing. It's not only that they're not losing their ones, is they're all finding seconds. It's unbelievable. The ARs completely took over, and that's not number 2 on the side of Merc and Dashi, and that's not often what you say when it comes to protocol. They're winning impossibles up close with the AR, and also just the aggression. Like, it doesn't feel like Boston Breach has any map control at all throughout the entirety of this series.
Yeah, I mean, it just feels like every time it comes down to a 1v1, like Optics making the perfect play. Yeah. I mean, early on in the Search and Destroy, you saw Shotzi basically shut down bottom computers. Nobody wanted to go there for Boston on the offensive side because you had to deal with that man. I mean, Optics like a freight train right now, running through everyone.
I wanted to ask in particular about Snoopy, because coming into the match, he was the guy we highlighted, dropped a 3-point in both of their searches yesterday to get to this Winners Bracket Finals. how do they silence the man? He exits round 7 with a 1-7 record.
You just don't give him any space to do anything. That has always been kind of the linchpin for either success or failure for Snoopy. Beginning of the year, we were like, wow, Boston's going to be a nasty red card team, and Snoopy can keep running around. Then all of a sudden, teams started shutting down lanes. He's not able to find any space. Obviously, right here, he ends up 0-6 at one point, and you're like, he just cannot get anything going. He's got nowhere to work.
Yeah, I mean, a couple different things. Like you send Shotzi right at him early, get the first blood on him when you need it, and then when Optic are retaking, when Boston actually do get an offensive push going, it's instant. All the trades come in so fast, so Snoopy has no opportunity to make massive impact plays. And, you know, as we go back to this map number 1, I mean, this is flawless. I mean, every rotation seemingly won by Optic Texas. P4's locked down shots. When he has the AR in his hand here, I mean, good night.
I mean, yeah, it's their best hardpoint for a reason. They pick it over 40% of the time if it's left into a series, and we saw why. The fundamentals were obscene from the side of Optic Texas. They had every rotation. They were early over on the side of P4, and even when they had to do the breaks, it was typically Dashy or Mercury's finding those opening two to give them the lane. So for Optic Texas, if hardpoint keeps looking like this, if Search and Destroy keeps it close, like, they look unbelievable. I need like a documentary on what happened in the 3 weeks before this event, because this is unbelievable.